Good afternoon, everybody. We're back at Anderson Dean Park in Harrodsburg for the tournament portion of the Kentucky Select State Tournament. The Rangers are taking on the Kentuckiana Colts from Louisville. We'll get the starting lineups here in a few minutes, but we'll go ahead and talk about what the future may hold should the Rangers win this game. It looks like they're going to be set up with another date with the Commonwealth Baseball Club, who they tied with yesterday 3-3. I'll be right back with the starting lineups. All right, we're back in Harrodsburg, and we have the lineups now for both teams. The Kentuckiana Colts will be the road team, as they are the lower seed in this competition. They are the 7 seed. The Rangers got the 2 seed. And they will be facing Matthew Barnett, who will be on the mound starting this game for the Rangers. And it looks like that the Colts will be leading off with their catcher, their shortstop, and their center fielder. And their pitcher is going to be number 44, Tate, is going to be the pitcher for the Colts. We'll go over the Ranger lineups because that's probably what you want to hear more than anything else, are the Ranger lineups. And the Ranger batting order is the same as it was yesterday. Batting first and leading off, number 31, Matthew Barnett. He's pitching. Batting second and playing left field, number 18, Braylon Golding. Batting third and catching, number 12, Cooper Cottle. Batting fourth And playing third base, number 14, Ryan Payton. Batting fifth and will serve as the extra hitter today, number 20, L.J. Davis. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 24, Miguel Favela. Batting seventh and playing center field, that would be number 4, Lamar Burnett. Batting eighth. And wearing number 2 will be the second baseman, Caden Bottiger. Batting ninth, the first baseman, number 26, Micah Kelly. Batting 10th. And in right field, number 27, Jeremiah Combs. So it'll be Matthew at pitcher, Braylon at left, Cooper at catcher, Ryan at third, LJ as the extra hitter, Miguel as the shortstop, Lamar in center, Caden at second, Micah at first, and Jeremiah in right field. Hope we're coming in loud and clear out there. You may hear some wind noise for the simple reason that the wind is blowing here at Anderson Dean Park in Mercer County, and it is blowing quite heavily at times. So we shall see how all this progresses. Wind will be a factor for the outfielders and the infielders today. And we are waiting for the coaches to have their meetings, for the umpires to come out. The umpires did the last game, so may take them a few minutes.
I think the ump did a fine job. I just didn't.
And we'll see what ends up happening here at this game. Yesterday it was very hot, very muggy, very humid. There was sweat pouring everywhere. We had foul balls hitting off the concession stand. We had hot dogs getting woken up and becoming zombies. We had some alien alarm. It's a little bit of everything here yesterday. Today we'll hope and see what we got. Nice little breezy, windy day today. Yesterday, the Rangers went 1 win, 0 losses, and 1 tie. And yes, sometimes you can tie in baseball. Time limit for today's game will be 1 hour and 45 minutes whenever we get officially underway, which should be momentarily. No new inning can start after 1 hour and 35 minutes. Now, if I almost said no new inning could start after 1 hour and 1 minute and 35 seconds. If that's the case, that's just playing Madden football is what that is.
No, it's just it jumped out on me. Yeah, right? Well, it's just not lifted all the way. Yeah.
All right. The teams are ready here. They're just waiting on the umpires. The Kentuckiana Colts are out of Louisville, as I mentioned earlier, and they lost both their games yesterday. They had a pretty rough go of it. They lost their second game 18-1. The Colts are wearing blue uniforms with blue caps, and the words Colts and the lettering are in lighter sky blue and white pants. The Rangers are wearing their blue uniforms
You want an umbrella?
with the gray pants. The word Rangers and all their numerals and lettering are in green. We'll have some fun topics for today's game, too, if it gets a little out of hand. I'm not sure what, but I'm sure I'll think of something. Oh! And it looks like we've already had an umbrella casualty here at the park, as the wind has blown an umbrella completely around and destroyed it, it looks like. I'm getting out of the way of the umbrella. And we got the wind really whipping around here at the park. All right, the umpires are back, so we might be getting ready to start here. We'll find out. Hope I'm coming in loud and clear everywhere. Now, if I'm not coming in loud and clear everywhere, somebody text me and let me know. We had to switch mics yesterday. I'm on mic number 2 now. Since mic number 1 wasn't getting the job done, we had to go to mic number 2. There's a couple other fields behind us, too. Looks like we got a kid pitch game behind us on field 1, and it looks like field 5 is vacant, and it looks like something's going on over on field 2. Field 3, we're on field 2. If you haven't been to Anderson Dean Park in Harrodsburg, it's a really nice facility. It's built in the early to mid-90s, and it serves the community well. There's also some softball fields on the other side of the park here, and there's a community shelter and a walking track and a bunch of other things. And the game time will be 12:43, so that will come into play maybe later in the game, as no new inning can start at 1:45. Hot dog, we're coming in loud and clear. Appreciate that. To all my legion of listeners, the whole 5 or 6 of you. And the Rangers have taken the field. And Matthew Barnett will be the starting pitcher for the Rangers. Normally plays center field. He hasn't pitched near as much for the Rangers this year as he did for his Little League team last year. They need his glove in the outfield, but we'll see how he does. Matthews got a pretty nasty curveball and a changeup. All right. And all right. Let's see. Got my first text message from a listener. Apparently, little robot wants me to buy a little box. All right.
You got shaving. You want to do bungee? We're all going to take off in a minute.
All right. We're getting ready here. All right. About ready to start. Looks like the Rangers are done with their pregame warm-ups. And that will bring the first batter up for the Kentuckiana Colts. And that will be number 14, Porsche. Porsche will take this first swing against Matthew here. And the wind is really whipping here, getting some dust storms and dust clouds and haze and a little bit of everything. Here we go. And the ball game has started. Matthew's first pitch is going to be over the plate for a strike. And we're underway. Matthew's second pitch is going to be high and inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's Matthew's third pitch, and it's going to be fouled away to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we are watching Matthew's next pitch as we had a ball just come off of the other field and come flying into the field 2. Here we go. Yep. I think it's in the, it went in the gutter. All right, we just had a foul ball come in, and Coach Goldie's trying to throw it back into the other field, and it ended up in the gutter. So we got a ball in the gutter, and Matthew ends up throwing the next pitch, and it's going to be low at the knees, and it's going to be called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Porsche. Matthew's next pitch is going to be hit and play, and it's going to bounce over Ryan Payton. It took a really bad hop and bounced right over his head, and that's going to be a base hit. Not a whole lot that Ryan could do on that one, because that just took a really, really bad hop. All right, and here's the second batter. Caraway. And that ball is going to be hit to the shortstop. Miguel throws it over to second. Caden Bottiger ends up catching the ball at second, retiring the runner. Runner at first does get to go, though. And 1 runner is retired, and we got 1 out. And here's the third batter, Wilson, for the Colts. Left-handed batter. Wilson steps out of the batter's box after calling time. Matthew delivers the first pitch to him, and that's going to be hit right back to Matthew. Matthew's going to throw that to first base and retire the batter. Runner will move up to second. All right, we got a runner at second with 2 outs, and here's the starting pitcher for the Kentuckiana Colts, number 44, Tate. Matthew checks the runner at second, delivers the pitch, and Tate fouls it away for strike 1. Now, folks, one of these days I'm going to get my balls and my strikes right, and one of these days I'm going to be able to determine what my left and my right is. Just don't ask me to add. I don't know how to do math. That's why I didn't go into tax law. Matthew steps off and throws it over to second base. Runner gets back. Pretty good start so far for the Rangers. Matthew's next pitch is going to hit Tate. I think that got him right below the first 44 on his uniform. As I think Matthew was trying to throw his little change-up knuckleball, and that didn't work too well. 2 on, and here's number 15, Kreider. Kreider awaits the pitch from Matthew, and Here it comes. Matthew throws the pitch, and that's going to be hitting to left field, and Braylon Goldie catches it in left field, and that's the end of the inning. One hit by batsman, 2 stranded. Score will be 0-0 as the Rangers are coming to bat. All right. All right, and here we go. The Colts are coming out. Number 44, Tate's going to be the starting pitcher for the Colts. You're watching and listening to the Rangers on YouTube. It will be Matthew, Braylon, and Cooper to bat for the Rangers. Matthew leads the team in RBIs and in batting average, as he's waiting for the Colts to be done with their pre-inning warm-ups here. Rangers had a really good defensive inning. And we are ready to start here in the bottom of the first inning. Matthews coming up to bat. The wind is still whipping around here at Anderson Dean Park in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. And the first pitch to Matthews is going to be a strike that hits the outside corner of the plate. 0 balls, 1 strike. Matthews settles back in. And that's going to be high and upstairs. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Matthew. Matthew swings and misses on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This pitcher's got some speed. As Matthew settles back in and awaits the pitch. Here it comes, and that's going to be on the outside corner of the plate, but it's going to be low for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the next pitch to Matthew. Matthew is going to hit that ball to the second baseman, and second baseman's going to settle under it and catch it, and that's going to be the first out. So here's Braylon Goldie to take his first hacks at the pitcher. Figuratively, of course. And the first pitch to Braylon is going to be on the inside, and that's going to be called a ball. Here's the next pitch. That's going to be high for a ball. 2 balls, 0 strikes to Braylon. Here's the third pitch to Braylon, and that's going to be over the plate for a strike at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike to Braylon Goldie. And here's the next pitch, and Braylon's going to watch that one come down at his knees for another strike. Counts 2-2. And the next pitch to Braylon is going to hit the outside corner of the strike, and Braylon's going to be rung up. That's going to be the first strikeout of the game for Tate. And I think Braylon thought that ball was outside. Not how the umpire saw it. And in this game, the umpire's got the only vote that counts. So that brings Cooper Cottle up to the plate, and the first pitch to Cooper will be over the plate for a strike.
Oh, really? Let's go, kid.
Here's the second pitch to Cooper, and it's going to be in the dirt for a ball.
Come on now, be ready.
Here's the third pitch to Cooper, and it's going to be in the dirt for a ball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cooper looks determined up there. Here's the pitch, and fouled away. That pitch was fouled back to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
No. The first one you didn't see.
And here is the next pitch to Cooper. Tate winds up and delivers it. And that ball's going to be hit to between the shortstop and the third baseman for a base hit. Left fielder picks it up, and Cooper Cottle is on with the hit. And that brings Ryan Payton to the plate. Rangers have a base runner with 2 outs.
Good bat speed, man.
Whoa.
Good bat speed.
Oh, be cool.
Not sure what's going on, but we got a little break in the action. Ooh. Oh, it looks like we're getting a bat warning here. Can't hit the catcher with the bat, so there's going to be a warning issued. And that's going to be a ball. And that's going to be a foul ball stuck in the screen. So the screen monster gets another piece of baseball to eat. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the next pitch, and that's going to be high and upstairs. And Ryan's going to need a rocket to catch that one if he's going to hit that one. So that's going to be ball 2. The next pitch is going to be outside for ball 3. 3-1's the count. And we got a lot of dirt flying around right now. Cooper Cottle at first, and that ball is going to be in the dirt. And that's going to be ball 4. All right, L.J. Davis up now for the Rangers. 2 on, 2 out. LJ's the extra hitter today, and he's going to watch the first pitch go by him for a strike. The next pitch to LJ is going to be across the plate for strike 2.
Come on. Go watch it, guys. Let's go.
No balls, 2 strikes here on LJ. And here's the pitch, and that's going to be high. It was kind of a breaking ball that didn't break. 1-2 now to LJ. And here's the next pitch, and that's going to be fouled away. So we still have 1 ball, 2 strike count on LJ Davis.
Move on earlier, LJ. You got this. Come on, buddy.
If LJ can get a hit into the outfield, might score a run here. Here's the pitch. And LJ's going to watch that one go right by him on the outside corner of the plate, and that's going to be strike 3, and the Rangers will strand 2 on the base paths. Score none after 1. We're scoreless. You're watching Rangers on YouTube. All right, we're back at Anderson Dean Park, and Matthew Barnett's back out on the mound for his second inning of work. He's pitched 10 pitches in the first inning. He was pretty efficient. Let's take a look at the rest of his stats that he's got. He's faced 5 batters with 10 pitches, 7 strikes. 7 strikes on 10 pitches. That's a pretty good percentage right there. Even with my awful math skills, I could tell you that's 70%. And it looks like the first batter for the Colts is going to be number 6, Lawrence. The 6th batter in the order. And Matthews ready to face his second inning of work here. And that ball is going to be thrown behind him. That's going to be a ball. That was the pitch that got away. Like that lottery ticket I bought last night. It just got away. Second pitch to Lawrence is going to be a ball. So Matthews in a 2-0 hole now. Here's the next pitch. And that's going to be in the dirt for ball 3. So Matthews going to have to come back with a strike. Matthews' pitch here is going to be low and outside for a ball, and Lawrence will get a free pass. That's the first walk of the game issued by Matthew. And here's number 56, Medley, for the Colts. And that's going to be high and upstairs, ball 1. Matthews thrown 5 straight balls. Just needs to get back in his rhythm here. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and it's going to be a foul ball. So the runner was hoping to advance and will have to go back to first base. Take that walk of shame back to first base. And here's Matthews' next pitch, and that's going to be well outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wind is kind of whipping around here now. Starting to get another windstorm. Matthew throws the ball, and that's going to be popped up, and it looks like Caden Bottinger has got it, and they're going to double up the runner at first base. Not sure why the runner took off and almost got to second base on a pop-up, but I'm sure the Rangers will take it. And the base paths are clear. And that pitch was a strike by Matthew. And the next pitch is going to hit him.
Cooper, get the ball. Look. Ball.
I don't know if the wind got that one got away from him, or what was going on, but that's going to bring up the next batter for the Colts, White, number 16. With 2 away and 1 runner on now. It's Matthews plunked 3 batters in this game. And Matthews' pitch is going to be outside, and they're going to throw that down the first base, and good idea by Cooper, but the runner got back.
No situation, bro.
This runner looked kind of lackadaisical on getting back to first. And here's the next pitch by Matthew, and that's going to be hit to the third base side. Ryan Payton has it, throws it over across the first base. Micah Kelly's there, and that's the side. 1 runner stranded. Another good defensive performance by the Rangers in the top half of the second inning. Score 0-0. This is Rangers on YouTube.
Don't need that fan today. You need goggles for the Ducks.
All righty, so we are now in the bottom of the second inning. It's going to be Miguel, Lamar, and Caden up to bat for the Rangers. Rangers trying to get something going here on the offensive side of the ball. And we'll see what happens. Warm-ups are done, and here we go. All right. Miguel's up for the Rangers. Going to take his first pitches off Tate. Tate's thrown 25 pitches in the first inning. Threw a lot of balls. And here's the first pitch to Miguel. And he's going to watch that one be a strike. Right down the heart of the plate. Tate's second pitch here will be fouled away, and it hits the backstop. So Miguel's now on a 0-2 hole. Lamar Burnett on deck. And here's the pitch, and that's going to be high for a ball. A little bit high on that curve ball. And the next pitch to Miguel is going to force him to dance a little bit. So that ball goes to his feet, and Miguel jumps right over it. So it's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is going to be outside. No, you now have a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the Ranger cheering section's cheering Miguel on here. And here's the pitch. And Miguel's going to hit that ball to shortstop. Shortstop's going to throw it over to first base. And Miguel's going to be retired. And that's going to bring Lamar Burnett up.
Hey, Lamar.
And
Lamar, not walking strikes here, okay? Good.
Lamar is about ready to step in to receive Tate's 32nd pitch of the ball game. And Lamar squares up and bunts, and that's going to be a strike. 0-1 here to Lamar. And Lamar squares up and bunts again, misses, and that's going to be strike 2. Now, Lamar's not going to be able to bunt at this point. So he's going to have to swing away at an 0-2 count. And here's the pitch, and it's going to be swung on and missed, and Lamar's going to be the second out of the inning for the Rangers. And up comes Caden Bottiger with Micah Kelly on deck. Caden is hoping to extend the inning so Micah can get the bat. Caden settles in. Tate winds up and delivers the pitch, and it's going to be swung on and missed. So Caden's 1 down on strikes. Second pitch to Caden is going to hit the outside corner, and that's going to be called a strike. So now Caden's down 2 strikes. Third pitch to Caden will be high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caden. Here's the next pitch, and it will be outside for a ball. So Caden's worked himself back to a 2-2 count.
2-2, buddy. Let's go. Come on.
Good plate discipline on those last 2. Here's the next pitch, and Caden's going to swing on and miss it, and the inning's over. Rangers get no base runners, nothing happening, so we're now at a 0-0 tie after 2. You're listening to Rangers on YouTube. All right, so the Rangers will be coming back out on defense. Matthew Barnett's thrown 22 pitches thus far in the game. Giving up 1 hit, 1 walk. Hadn't struck out anybody yet. And he's hit 2 batters. And he's left 3 on base. And he has thrown, how many strikes has he thrown? 11. 22 pitches, 11 strikes, and 11 balls. So he's 500 on balls versus strikes. And I'd like to see Matthew not hit another batter. This isn't whack-a-mole. And we got more wind. We are so happy with wind. All sorts of wind here at the park. More wind, more wind, more wind. All right, hopefully Matthew won't hit another batter. We don't need another game of whack-a-mole here.
You telling me that's the same distance?
And the first pitch from Matthew to the batter for the Colts, Staples, is going to be called a strike. So Matthew's back above 500 on balls and strikes again. Matthew winds up and delivers, and that's going to be swung on and missed. So Matthew's got 2 strikes ahead on this one. And here's Matthew's third pitch to Staples. And that ball will be fouled off. It will go over the screen onto the next field over. So field 3 has an extra baseball to use during their game. Matthews' next pitch is going to be swung on and missed, and Staples strikes out. So that's Matthews' first strikeout of the game. And that will bring up the 11th batter, Thompson, for the Colts. I swear one day I will remember who we're playing. All these team names, I might just start picking one. All right, Thompson settles in. Matthew gets the sign from Cooper Cottle behind the plate. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be well into the dirt for ball 1. Matthews' next pitch to Thompson is going to hit the outside corner of the plate, and that's going to be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the 3rd inning here at Anderson Dean Park. Matthews' next pitch is going to be swung on and missed, and Thompson's down 0-2. Or 1-2, rather. Matthews' next pitch is going to be swung on and missed, and Cottle was unable to hang on to the ball, but picks it up and tags him, and that's going to be the end. That's going to be the end of Thompson's at bat.
Hey, you do a good job.
And we're back to the top of the lineup. First pitch by Matthew was a strike. Second pitch is going to be fouled away down the third base line. So Matthews got an 0-2 count here on the leadoff batter, Porsche. And here's Matthews' third pitch, and Porsche's going to strike out, and that's going to end the inning. Matthew gets 2 strikeouts in this inning. And the side is retired. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. No runs come across for the Colts. Rangers will be up the bat here in a second. You're listening to Rangers on YouTube.
You ought to be the father. Right.
Being this close and watching him take 3 in a row with no swing. My daddy used to not let me have dinner if I swing. If I didn't.
Hey, you don't have tell you. We're babying the hell out of these kids.
These kids are something else these days, bro. They get new gloves every year.
All right, we are back here at Anderson Dean Park in Harrodsburg, the city of Fost. And Micah Kelly is going to step in here against Tate. Micah is second in the team in batting average, as he is now facing a stiff wind with all the dope flying toward him. And Tate's first pitch to Micah is going to be high strike. The second pitch here to Micah will be a strike at the knees. So Micah's down 0-2.
It doesn't have to be perfect. You got to get your bat on it. Let's go.
Micah steps out, takes a practice swing. Here he comes back in. And Micah gets his bat on that ball, and it's flying into right field, and it's going to be foul. The wind carried that one about 5 feet foul.
That line's crooked, Blue.
And one of our cheering section here just told the umpire that the line was crooked.
Just for the win.
As that would have been a fair ball, I think, had the wind not been blowing.
It's a 6-iron, not the 9-iron.
As Micah Kelly's going to get another at-bat here. Down 0-2 in the count, and here's the pitch. And Micah's going to hit that ball straight to the second baseman, who's having a hard time holding on to it, but he recovers and throws Micah out. So that brings up Jeremiah Combs.
Hey, good smack, Micah.
And that was a very good at-bat for Micah Kelly, who was a wind-blown ball away from a multi-base hit. And the first pitch to Jeremiah is going to be high for a strike. Jeremiah's down 0-1. Tate's got a little bit better control in this inning. As he comes back with his next one, that's going to be right over the plate. In the zone, 0-2. And the third pitch to Jeremiah will be called a strike, strike 3. And Jeremiah strikes out on 3 straight pitches. And here's Matthew Barnett back for his second at-bat of the game. He hit one sharply to the second baseman in his first at-bat. And the wind might have calmed down here for a second. And Matthew is going to foul that ball off. It is going to go behind the first base dugout and bounce around into the spectator area for field 3.
All right, straighten it out here, Matthew.
All right. Matthew's got his bat back. Catcher's getting back in position. Tate's about to take the rubber, and we're about ready to have the second pitch to Matthew. And here it comes. And Matthew's going to hit that ball into right field, and I believe it will fall. The right fielder can't get it, and it's going to bounce over to the fence. Matthew is going to round second, and he will stay right there with a double. So Matthew gets an extra base hit here. As the right fielder was unable to come down with that ball as it stayed fair. That was a sharply hit ball by Matthew. And that brings Cooper Cottle up with the opportunity to do some damage here with 2 outs. Matthew at second. And here's the first pitch to Cooper, and it's going to get away from the catcher, and Matthews going to advance to third. That will be a passed ball on the catcher. Matthews at third, so a base hit will score a run here. And since there's 2 outs, Matthews going to be running on anything. Here's the second pitch to Cottle, and it's going to be high for a ball. 2 balls and 0 strikes here to Cooper. Braylon, I'm sorry. Braylon, Cooper, same difference. All right, and that ball is going to be a strike to Braylon. Ball's thrown down to third. Matthew is back. 2 balls, 1 strike. And here's the pitch to Braylon. That's going to be high. Another ball. 3-1 is the count. And we'll see if Cooper gets the hit here. And here we go. The pitch is going to be on the outside corner, and that's going to be a strike. Now we got a full count on Braylon. Matthews at third, itching to get home. There's soccer to watch, so he wants to get home. And Tate steps off the rubber. And Tate's thrown 53 pitches in this game. And wow, what a lot of wind here. There was dirt flying everywhere. And Braylon Goldie will walk, and now here's Cooper Cottle. Now we get Cooper up. Runners on the corners for Cooper. We got a lot of wind here. Tate readies his delivery. Here it comes. Cooper hits that ball foul. That ball was hit foul down the left field line. And then here comes the second pitch now to Cooper after he gets back into the batter's box. So we got a lot of wind blowing. And we're not sure what's going on. I think we're retrieving another baseball is what's going on. And I think Matthew's pointing at a baseball in the dugout that needs a home. Lonely Baseballs. OEM sang that song, Shiny Lonely Baseballs. All right, Cooper's going to take that for a ball, and the catcher can't hang on to it, and that will advance Braylon Goldie to second base. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 runners in scoring position now for the Rangers. And Cottles will watch that pitch hit the dirt. And we got another ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. This will be Tate's 57th pitch. Here it comes. And that's going to be straight down the heart of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And because this is a 2-out situation, runners will be moving. Tate's pitch to Cooper, and Cooper's going to hit that ball in the center field, and it is going to be caught. The center fielder makes a diving, sliding catch there to catch that ball and end the inning, but that was a hard-hit ball. Rangers leave 2 on base, still no score. You're watching the Rangers on YouTube.
10 yards too hard. I'd say too hard. All the dirt on my phone.
Heading to the top of the fourth inning here at Anderson Dean Park in Harrodsburg, Mercer County. Matthews coming back out for his fourth inning of work. He's thrown 33 pitches. He's just thrown 33 pitches.
That's pretty efficient. Although 0-0 is not very efficient.
Harrodsburg's a great, wonderful little town. Your friendly announcer was born about 3 miles down the road here. Now, how that's worked out for everybody, who knows?
Coach is like, nobody saw me scoop that.
Hey, listen, we can't see because of all the dirt.
Yeah, we're not real sure how well everybody likes the fact that I was born 3 miles down the road.
All right, hey, go that way 20, 25 yards. Go that way 25 yards. Hey, still good run, man.
All right, here we go. Matthew is getting his warm-ups in for this top of the fourth inning. Matthew's thrown 33 pitches, 21 strikes, with one and giving up one hit, one walk, and 3 strikeouts. And he hit 2 with the ball. As Matthew tries to experiment with his pitches, and sometimes they just hit people in between the numbers. Here we go, starting the next inning here. This has been a quick game. Game time started at 12:43, and it's only 1:30 now, so this has been a very quick game. Been an entertaining game to watch. A lot of good defensive plays in this game. That last one where we had to slide in defensive play was a really good play. So here's Caraway for the Colts. And he is Coach Strong, as his name says on the back of his uniform.
Let's go, Matthew. Let's go, Coop.
Umpire's ready, pitcher's ready, catcher's ready, announcer's ready. Here we go. Matthew's first pitch. Going to be outside for a ball. One ball, 0 strikes. Second pitch, going to be a strike down the heart of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch by Matthew is going to be well outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. A lot of wind going on today. Matthew's next pitch is going to be swung on and fouled off.
All right, you're up. Let's go.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, know where you're at now.
And this is Matthew's 37th pitch. I'll tell you in a second. All right, and that's going to be a ball on Matthew here, so he's got a full count.
Top 4.
Yep. And the batter steps out of the batter's box. This is the second batter in the order. Matthew readies. And here we go, and that ball is going to be hit into center field, and that is going to be a base hit. Ball is thrown in to the infield, and that's going to be a double. The opposing pitcher, Tate, has 59 total pitches.
Hey, let's go, run!
All right, Matthews giving up a double there. So we got one on with no out here in the fourth. And that ball's going to be fouled away by Wilson. Matthews shakes off his catcher. Steps off the rubber. Runner goes back to second. Everybody seems happy. Matthews steps off. Looks to throw. Does not. Now he's back on the rubber again. Matthew watches the runner, delivers the pitch. And that's going to be a stolen base. That's going to be a ball and a stolen base. So now the Colts have a runner on third, and Matthews got a 1-1 count. Matthew delivers the pitch, and that's going to be a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wilson's 0 for 1 in the game. Matthews' pitch to him is going to be hit to Micah Kelly at first. Micah is going to pick up the ball, run to first base, and that will score the run from third. So that's going to be a sacrifice hit right there by Wilson. And the Colts take the lead, 1-0. And that's going to bring Tate, the starting pitcher, up. Colts now lead 1-0. And here's the pitch from Matthew, and that's going to be a swung on and missed by Tate. So now he's got 2 strikes ahead on Tate. Matthews' next pitch to Tate will be fouled away. Zero balls, 2 strikes here to Tate. Matthews' next pitch to him is going to be hit in the air, and it is going to fall for a base hit in short left field. And that ball was overthrown by the second to the second baseman, and that will be nobody's at third base, and there's going to be a base hit and a 2-run error and a 2-base error is what's going to happen there. Nobody was on third base there as the throw went over the second baseman and ended up in right field. And then nobody ended up retrieving the ball at third base, and that allowed the runner to advance. So that's going to be a ball in play on a fly ball. That's going to be a single. And then that's going to be a throwing arrow. A 2-base throwing arrow. And Grider is up to bat now for the Colts with Tate over on third base, and the Colts hold a 1-0 lead here in the fourth. Not sure what happened on the defense there. They've been playing so well. That was just a one-off error, I believe. And that ball is going to be hit in the air. And it looks like it's going to be under. The second baseman's going to be under it. And Caden Bottager's got it. 2 outs. Now we got 2 outs. And Lawrence is the batter. Lawrence is the batter here for the Colts. Post pitch to him. It's going to be in the dope for ball 1.
Go in there, Matt. Let's go. Hey, pipe it in there. Let's go.
This will be Matthews' 50th pitch coming up. And it is going to be hit hard and sharp into right field. Waylon Goldie picks it up, tosses it back into the infield, and that's going to score another run. So now it's 2-0 Colts. Colts ahead 2-0, and here's the pitch to Medley, and that's going to be in for a strike. 2 outs, runner on first. Matthews' next pitch is going to be popped into the outfield. Jeremiah Combs is under it, and he's got it, and that's going to end the inning, but 2 runs come across. Rangers need to answer here coming in the bottom to the 4th. 2-0. You are listening to Rangers on YouTube.
Are you muted?
All right, we're back in Anderson Dean Park. This is Rangers on YouTube. And we're hoping that the Rangers can get something going here. And that's going to bring Ryan Payton to the plate. Rangers need to get the bats going here. And Tate's still pitching. He is on his 60th pitch now. And the 60th pitch is going to be hit to the second baseman, who is unable to hang on to it. And Ryan is going to be safe at first base. And the second baseman just bobbled that ball. That was a routine ground ball, and he just bobbled it.
Come on, LJ. Move him around.
Come on now.
No outs, and the Rangers have a runner, and here's L.J. Davis. And the first pitch to L.J. is going to be swung on and fouled off.
Hey, be faster. Good cut. Come on, be fast, babe.
Miguel's on deck. And LJ awaits the next pitch, and he is going to nail that pitch into right center field, and that's going to be a base hit. Rangers have 2 on with no outs.
Nice shot, LJ.
As that line drive gets him on base.
Let's go, little Miguel.
And here's Miguel with two on and no outs. Rangers have a chance to get this game tied back up. First pitch to Miguel is going to be high for a ball. Tate looks a little rattled out there for the Colts. Second pitch to Miguel is going to be hit to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to pass that ball to the second baseman, who's going to get the first out, and Miguel is going to be out on a double play. Colts toned a textbook double play right there. So we got two away with Lamar coming up to bat.
Lamar, let's go, buddy.
Hey, Lamar. Hey,
Lamar,
swing. Let's
you
go.
got
Swing.
this, buddy. Come on.
Swing. Get on.
Come on, Lamar. Let's go.
And that first pitch is going to be a strike.
You got it, Lamar.
Come on, Lamar. Get back. Now get ready. Swing fast. Okay. All right. Behind.
There you go, Caden.
Straighten it out, Lamar. Come on now.
Come on, Lamar. Get on it. Go. Anything close?
All right, and here's the next pitch to Lamar, and that ball is well over. And Ryan's going to stay at third bases. It went well over the pitcher, bounced off the backstop, and bounced back into the field of play.
Come on, Lamar.
1 ball, 2 strikes. As that was a hard thrown ball. As you probably saw it as it was coming onto the screen. And here's the next pitch to Lamar. Lamar's going to hit that one straight to the pitcher, who's going to toss it over to first base, and Lamar's retired, and that's going to end the inning. What was a promising inning is going to end disappointingly for the Rangers. 2-0.
We're going to have to do something with that back pole because it keeps picking up on your table.
Time starting to get short here for the Rangers. They're down 2-0. And Matthew is back out there for his 5th inning of work. He's thrown 52 pitches. This has been by far his best outing of the season. Outside of tossing the ball around in the top of the 4th inning, Rangers have played pretty well. And we're about ready to start the top of the 5th here. We are a little over an hour into the ball game in the top of the 5th. And the batter's going to be number 17, Kunz. Matthew has thrown 52 pitches. And Matthew's first pitch to Kunz is going to be low and away for a ball.
Go Rangers.
The wind keeps whipping here at the park. And that ball's going to be low and outside for the second ball of the inning.
Come on, Matt.
Matthews' next pitch. Going to bounce outside for ball 3. And Matthews slips on the mound, but he's able to get back up. Yeah, the mound's got a little bit of a hole in it. As Matthews doing some surgery on the hole. And the next pitch is going to be a strike.
Good job, Matthew.
3 balls, 1 strike to Matthew. Here's the second pitch, and that's going to be a walk. Matthew issues his second walk of the game, and here's the batter, number 16, White. And the first pitch to White is going to be too far inside for ball 1. .58. Matthews' 58th pitch will be a strike.
Go talk to your pitcher. Go talk to your pitcher.
1 ball, 1 strike. And it looks like we're going to have a meeting on the mound here. As Cooper, Matthew, and Coach Goldie are going to have a little conference. And what they're talking about out there can only be described as state secrets.
I had to put in the coach. Tell him bottom of the lineup. We got 3 easy outs here. We're going to try to get out and squeeze here.
Yep.
I wasn't recording.
No. All right, and then here we go. Here's the next pitch, and that ball is going to be hit high into left field, and Braylon Goldie's going to come down with it. So 1 away now. And here's number 2, Staples. Matthews' post pitch, and that hits him right in the head. As that hit him right in the helmet. Not real sure what happened on that one. But I believe that's going to be Matthews' last pitch here. And it looks like we're going to have some moving around here. L.J. Davis will be the new pitcher for the Rangers. As Matthews' day as the pitcher is finished. He threw 61 pitches, faced 23 total batters, 38 strikes, 4 hits, 2 runs. One of those runs was owned. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and he hit 3 batters. And it looks like we're going to have some defensive substitutions here. L.J. Davis will now be the pitcher for the Rangers. as Matthew will most likely go to center. And that will put LJ on the mound. And that will probably put Jeremiah on the bench as the extra hitter. And Lamar Burnett moves over to right field. All right, let's reset the defensive lineup here. From left to right field, it's going to be Braylon Goldie, Matthew Barnett, and Lamar Burnett. Third base is still going to be Ryan Payton. Second base will still be Miguel. Caden is still at, Miguel's at shortstop, I apologize. Caden's at second. Micah's still at first. LJ's pitching. Cooper's still behind the plate. So only outfield changes and a pitching change here for the Rangers. And L.J. Davis will be pitching to Thompson, the 11th batter of the order. And then it's the top of the order again with 2 on and 1 out.
Well, tell him he's stepping to his right. He needs to step straight down.
Right.
He's going to hit the edge of that hole.
Yeah.
2 on, 1 out here. LJ's performed spectacularly in the closer's role here for the Rangers. Hoping to get out of this inning with no further damage and get the Rangers back to bat in the bottom of the 5th.
Come on, LJ, you got this. Step down.
Taco, dude.
Come on, Max, step down. Fix the hole.
First and second, Al.
All right, Thompson stepping in for the Colts, and we're about ready to get underway. LJ's first pitch to him is going to be outside for a ball.
Check your runner.
Look for the Colts to try to double steal here, as that next pitch is going to be low and in the dope for ball 2. Here comes the third pitch. LJ delivers, and that's going to be over the plate for a strike.
Okay, do that again.
2 balls, 1 strike to Thompson. 1 out. The next pitch to Thompson. Thompson bunts, and that is going to land fair. Not much that could have been done on that one, as it looked like it was going to roll back foul, and it just died on the first base line.
All right, Coop.
Sorry, you have to make that decision.
That's just what happens sometimes in baseball.
Corner's in, Micah. Coming home, Micah, coming home.
Bases now loaded, and the top of the order is up for the Rangers, for the Colts, rather. And the first pitch to Porsche is going to be low for a ball.
Here, LJ, you got this. Come on.
Rangers are hoping to get 2 outs here and get out of this inning. Infield is in, and that pitch is going to be fouled away. One ball, 1 strike.
8 baseballs up there, bud.
And there are 8 baseballs now stuck in the backstop. Any more, and they'll be able to call a roll, have a convention, and nominate a president. 2-1 is the count now. Here's LJ's next pitch, and it is going to be A high pop up, and Lamar Burnett has it. And Lamar is going to throw that ball home, and that's going to get the runner. What a play by Lamar Burnett, and what a tag by Cooper Connell, and that will end the inning. Nice play right there. Nice. And this inning is over. And the Rangers escape with no further damage. 2-0, bottom of the fifth. Rangers got to get the bats going. This is Rangers on YouTube. And it looks like Tate will be the pitcher still for the Colts here in the bottom of the fifth inning. The game started at 12:43. And it's an hour 45-minute game time. No new inning can start after an hour 35. Rangers need some runs, and they need them right now. And congratulations to Baseball Wilson. He is going to be nominated president by the baseball convention that's stuck in the backstop here at Anderson Dean Park. And he just promises that if he'll get down, he'll strike somebody out. And here's Caden Bottinger coming up. It's going to be Caden, Micah, and Jeremiah for the Rangers. Got to get 2 runs here. And Tate's first pitch to Caden is going to be hit to the second baseman. It's going to be a slow roller, and the second baseman's unable to come up with it, and Caden's safe after legging that one out.
Come on, Micah, be fast. Be fast, Micah. Hey, you good?
And Micah Kelly's up with 1 person on. Be great if Micah could come up with a hit here, and that ball is going to bounce in front of the catcher, and that's going to be a ball. He did a great job blocking that ball up to keep it from getting to the backstop and adding to the numbers that are stuck in the backstop. Here's the next pitch from Tate, and Micah Kelly's going to bounce that one to shortstop, and Caden is going to get to second base, and the ball is dropped by the first baseman, and Micah is going to end up at second base, and that ball's now then thrown into the outfield. That will score Caden Bottinger, and the ball is still rolling around, and Micah did not see it, and he's stuck at second base. Wow. And Coach Goldie is not too happy over around the third base coaching box, as Micah could have gotten to that, could have gotten there easily. And here's Jeremiah Combs. And we're going to have a meeting on the mound by the Colts, and that will give me time to update Game Changer. Yeah. What an interesting turn of events there in multiple dimensions. I don't think Dr. Strange has that many dimensions that we just saw there.
I couldn't see the ball, but I saw him going, like both of them were running. I'm like, okay, Oh, yeah.
No, it was wide open.
Goalie's over there jumping up and down, waving, yelling.
We had at least 3 errors on that play.
Goalie?
Come on, Jeremiah.
It's not loud enough.
Scores now 2-1 with Jeremiah up to bat.
You were jumping, waving. It's not loud enough.
Come on, JC, let's go.
And no one's out, and the Rangers are making some noise here in the bottom of the 5th. Tate's next pitch to Jeremiah is going to be inside for a ball, and it's 1 ball, 0 strikes.
Come on, Jeremiah.
Tate's second pitch to Jeremiah, and that's going to be outside for a ball. Oh, he's going to call it a strike.
Strike. All right. Use that bat.
Looked like a ball from where I'm standing, but they don't pay me to be the umpire. In fact, they don't pay me at all. Here we go. That's going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. In fact, I don't get paid anywhere. Home,
So that light works now?
nothing.
I guess so.
Okay.
I'm just abused at home.
The wind, the dust blows.
Here we go. Here's the next pitch. And Jeremiah hits that ball up, and the first baseman can't come down with it. Mike is going to end up going to third. He is going to be held up at third. And now we have runners on the corners.
Make the first out here, Mike is slow. I'm okay. Mike is not very fast. You got top order coming.
And that's going to be another error on the Colts.
Let's go, Matt.
Hey, we'll take base runners any way we can get them now. No outs, and here's Matthew Barnett, who can get another RBI here for his season stats. And Jeremiah takes off from first base, and he'll steal second easily, and Matthew will take a ball.
Let's go. Use that bat.
It doesn't matter. It's still
All right, here's Matthew waiting the second pitch from Tate, and that's going to be outside for a ball. And the Colts look like they are having a little bit of disoriented issues here. And Tate looks tired on the mound. He really does. And here's the next pitch to Matthew. Matthew's going to hit that ball to the second baseman, and that is going to be an out at first base. Matthew didn't beat it out, but he will get an RBI, and the game is tied. And I think Matthew got dirt in his eyes because he's kind of rubbing his eyes a whole lot.
You just tied the game up with that RBI, kid.
No.
All right, Goldie, let's do this. Come on.
2-2, and here's Braylon Goldie. Jeremiah Combs on third. He represents the go-ahead run. And Braylon has a 1-1 count on him now.
Come on, Goldie. We just need a grounder.
And Braylon watches the second ball go by him and hit the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got it. Braylon.
1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 5th with Jeremiah on third base. A base hit will score him. And Braylon's going to foul that one off, and it's going to go behind us. And that is going to hit the concession stand, waking up the hot dogs again. More zombie hot dogs have awakened in Harrodsburg.
Come on. Put it in play, Goldie.
All right, here we go. Braylon's going to watch that next pitch go high and be called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, anything close? You're just looking to put it in play, brother. Let's go.
All right, Braylon's waiting for the next pitch here from Tate. Here it comes. And Braylon is going to watch that one be strike 3. Hits the outside corner. That was a pretty good pitch. And that's going to bring Tupacado to the plate with the possibility of bringing in a run. Got to swing at those if they're anywhere close if you got 2 outs, have 2 strikes. And that first pitch to Cooper is going to be ball 1. Rangers have a base runner at third. He will score on a base hit. And here comes Cooper Connell, and he's going to hit that ball into the outfield. It is going it's going over the head of the left fielder, and that will score a run. Cooper Connell's got a double. Rangers have taken the lead. The Rangers have taken a 3-2 lead on that double by Cooper Connell over the head of the left fielder.
You can have dinner tonight.
And here's Ryan Payton trying to add to the lead, and he's going to take the first pitch for a strike. That was a stellar hit right there by Cooper Cottle. Come through in the clutch. The next pitch to Ryan Payton is going to be swung on and missed, and he's down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And Smalls is going to hit that one, and that is going to fall foul. Oh, the wind got that one. And the wind got that one. That looked fair until it was up in the air in the outfield, and then it just code foul. There ought to be a wind allowance in baseball for this. All right, so here we go. Here's the next pitch to Ryan, and he is going to bounce that ball into the infield, and he is going to be safe. That is going to be a slow roller that no one was able to pick up. And the runners are now on the corners for L.J. Davis. Runners on the corners. There's L.J. Davis, and L.J.'s going to swing and miss at the first pitch.
Hey, a little quicker, a little quicker.
3-2 still. Rangers can get another run here for insurance. Here's the second pitch, and L.J.'s going to foul that one off.
Hey, good cut. Be fast.
And that is going to end up near field 3.
Be fast, LJ.
0-2 to L.J.
Load early, you got it.
Here's the next pitch to L.J. Low inside, and he has to back off the plate. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to L.J. And here's the next pitch, and it will be high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, we watch. So if we win, here's what I'm
Come on, baby, be fast.
Come on, LJ.
Hey, be ready to load, be fast.
Are you really?
Come on, be quick.
And the third pitch, next pitch here to LJ is going to be hit into the outfield. That is going to fall. That will score Braylon Goldie. LJ's going to be on with a single, and that will advance Ryan Payton to third base. So now it is 4-2.
All right, here we go, fellas.
And I believe the Colts have stuck with their pitcher 1 inning too long. And here is Miguel with a 4-2 lead and runners on the corners. Second pitch to Miguel is going to be a strike, and that ball, I think, ended up being thrown from the catcher to the third baseman and actually hit Ryan in the back of the back, right between the numbers. He's going to feel that one in the morning. I think he's feeling it now. Might need to get some ice for the car ride home. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And in the meantime, LJ stole second base. All right. 1-1 count. Here's the next pitch to Miguel, and that is going to be high for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Miguel awaiting the next pitch. Here it comes, and that's going to be high again. 3-1 count. The next pitch to Miguel, it's going to be outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. For Lamar Burnett, who made a spectacular defensive play in the last inning with his catch and with his throw home to nail the runner who was trying to tag up in advance. That defensive play may end up being the play of the game here. And here's the first pitch to Lamar, and it's going to be a strike. This will be Tate's 102nd pitch of the game.
That's a lot of pitches for a 4-2.
102, and he looks tired. 103 was the ball.
Way to walk, babe. Way to walk.
That's a lot of pitches out there for a 14-year-old. And here's the next pitch to Lamar, and that's going to be inside, and he has to back off the plate, but that's going to be a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the ball game is over. The Rangers have won. As the time limit has been called, Rangers win this one by the score of 4-2. We will be back around 4:15. We will be back around 4:15 for the next game, which will be the Rangers versus the Commonwealth Baseball Club, who won the game earlier. So we'll be back later on. This is Rangers on YouTube. Doug signing off. I'll post the links when we get closer to game time. Thank you all very much. Have a great day.